Hello everyone, this is going to basically going to be on how to build a Azure SIEM based tool, and I'll try to be somewhat quick as possible about it. I can't go to every detail on where we can go ahead and get VM, getting ready to go. I think it's because of my licenses. That's fine. We'll just go ahead and just get this going. So, new, I'm just going to go to resources groups. Source groups. Now I made a few of these already, and what you'll do is when you get this out of the box, you'll just do like name it home lab, whatever, doesn't matter. I did sim for the first one. So this is all my groups that I create. So once that's created, you're going to go to logs. You're going to make a log out of it. So let's say we want to create one for the resource group. Call it just a pot or whatever. Doesn't really matter. Don't need to give tags, logs. Wait for that to finish. Hit create. Woo. Create. This over here. Then I'll deploy that, and then we go to Microsoft Sentinel, and then this is where you're created. So we'll create another one again just for fine tuning. Let's create another one. Call it Home Lab. Honeypot. Good, that's done. Okay, great. Create it. All right, that's done. Over with. That's going to take a moment. Back to Sentinel. I'll take a log as an example because it might take a moment to do so. So after that's created, what we're going to do, it's going to go to configuration. Oh, that actually we could probably just do that. Let's refresh. I didn't show. That's okay. We'll just do this for now. I'm going to create the log. We're going to go configuration, data connectors. Then we're going to add Entra ID, Entra protection, and then endpoint. After that, we're going to go to analytics. So 5. That's what you get anyways with that one. I don't know why I'm having so much problems with that. Okay. So then I had a rule for like with, let's say, brute force RDP. We'll just go when you create it, you're going to go ahead and look for it. It'll actually do a mirror attack. That's what we're looking for. And then the QQL, KQL, excuse me, language. It's going to search for it. And then when you set it every 5 hours, it'll just do it. You can do it whenever. Well, now that's done. Let me grab my notes again because it's been working on it for at least a few days. I'm sure I got it right. Yep, do that. And now we want to go to workbooks here, threat management. Now something weird too. I had issues with some of these. It's weird. So let me just add a workbook. And this is where you would edit or do whatever that you need. Let's say you need to add text or whatever, or add a group. And this is where you would add it to. So you want a security event here with mapping its data, and then you want to go ahead and add the users to. Won't really go over that. Um, and then back to Sentinel. What you're gonna do, you'll pick login one, and then we're gonna go to settings here, configuration, and settings, and then you want to set this for user entity behavior analytics, and then you want to turn that on, and then to the rest of this, whatever you really need to use. And that's pretty much the gist on how to get it going. And then you would add your VMs or whatever it case be, like let's say go to virtual machines. Then you would add it, and then you would add the virtual machine here, and then add that log and see in real time how many people are going to go ahead and try to access that machine, like with brute force RDP, and it gives you real time data on it. Uh, to set it up and do configuration, that's pretty much the gist of it on how to get it going. So let's see here if I need to grab anything else. Other than getting the VM kind of set up and then the log set to it, that's what that's what you'll do next. But that's pretty much it for just to use the Azure on how to do it. It's pretty quick on the actual setup. Once you get the resource group and then you get the resource group and then you get the login Linux and the Sentinel and it all comes together. And then you can monitor it in Defender. Okay. Okay. All right. We'll just show it that way. I'm already signed in. I don't get why that would be the case. It's just dumb. Well, so let's say I did say I go to work because I'm going to go to the Defender portal. And then everything here would go to this console. Go to home. And yeah, everything else would go here in the console and you would check on it. And exposure, incidents and alerts, you go to incidents. And then it'll show if there's actually any incidents that's happening, but there's no VM, so there's no rule. There's no incidents that can happen to be used. If I created a VM, then it'll actually send me alerts on it since I'm technically the owner. But that's everything that you do here would show up here. That's pretty much it for the quick sim tool lesson on how Azure works with it. So that'll do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching and kind of bearing with me on this one. Take care.